Paul Simon has written many unbelievable songs, but he often doesn't get as much credit on the guitar player side of things. Yet he accompanies himself brilliantly. And so if you're someone who likes to sing and play or play behind singers, then his guitar skills are definitely worth the study. Check out this clip of him playing his inaugural hit, Homeward Bound, on the Michael Parkinson Show in 1975.
The north of England.
That'll go down well, wouldn't it?
Fingerpicking. So he's got a capo on the 3rd fret. He's using a thumb pick, and it looks like a metal finger pick. And he starts off with that classic lick in G. And he's playing a Guild acoustic guitar. Now, many times players focus on the big name brands, you know, the Martins and the Gibsons and the Fenders in the guitar world, but Guild was kind of under the radar a little bit, and you get a brilliant guitar. The older ones, a lot of them sound amazing, and they're way cheaper. So check out Guild guitars, especially the vintage ones. Players like Paul Simon used them. Also, another great acoustic player, Nick Drake, used a Guild a lot.
I'm sitting in the railway station, got a ticket for my destination.
So good. Okay, did you see that there? He basically adjusted his capo on the fly. So he's playing this bass part walking down. And when he gets to E, let's see if this is a Shub capo, but his capo was like a little lighter there. And it gave a little buzz. Not that bad, but what he did was he literally just, as he's playing, he reaches over his thumb and adjusts it. And this happens. This has happened to me performing on stage too. Sometimes you put on the capo, and unless you check all the strings and make sure they're all good and it's all in position, then you can easily start the song and find like this one string could be buzzing, or I've even capoed and missed a string like that. And so he just corrected that on the fly. Check it out.
In the railway station, got a ticket for my destination.
Right here.
On a tour of
Genius.
one night stands.
All right, so that bass line, he's playing a perfect 5th there from the root up to the 5th of the key, and then he's walking down the bass, and it's got a great sound. Now, on the original recording, you just hear this thumb motion, but here he's adding this little, sometimes he plays a 2nd string in there, so it'd sound like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and. Just that little kind of at random. That extra string in there adds a little pep in the step. And then he goes into kind of a, more of a full-blown finger-picking pattern. So that's the first part, and if you'd like to be able to quickly and easily recognize the notes and chords in all your favorite songs by ear, then go to johnmcclennan.com/golden-ear and grab my free ear training cheat sheet. Ear training is how I've been able to put up thousands of song lessons online and be able to listen to recordings that I love and then just go to my guitar and play what I hear. So again, this is completely for free. Just go to johnmcclennan.com/golden-ear and grab my free ear training cheat sheet.
Suitcase and guitar in hand, and every stop is neatly planned for a poet and a one-man band.
Love that chord. Okay, so that chord right there, he's walking up from the F, G, and then this is like a D. Oh, that's such a great sound. It's one of my favorite kind of singer-songwriter chords. So what it is it's like taking a C chord, like this, but you move it up 2 frets. And I was talking with a guitar player years ago. We were talking about this chord, and we said, well, what would you call it? It's kind of an interesting chord because you've got the root, the 3rd, the 4th, the root, and the 9th. So I said, well, you could call it a D add 4 add 9. And he's like, man, what? He's like, I think I need an ad blocker on that chord. But yeah, it has an interesting name, and then Paul's putting the 5th and the bass there. I just think of it as like a substitute for a D. But but it's just really open and beautiful sounding, and then that lands you back on the G for the chorus.
Homeward bound, I wish I was homeward bound. Home, where my thoughts escaping, home, where my music's playing, home, where my love lies waiting silently for me.
So he's using a lot of different techniques there. Sometimes he's picking, and then sometimes he's like taking his thumb pick and even kind of strumming up here by the neck, like. And then other times he's back to just, you know, simple picking for the verse.
Every day's an endless stream of cigarettes and magazines.
He's so chill.
And each town looks the same to me, the movies and the factories. And every stranger's face I see reminds me that I long to be homeward bound.
So good. Okay, so that right there, he's walking from a G up to a C, right, in the chorus. And he uses this nice little, it's almost like a classical. He does a similar thing in Homeward Bound. Walking up, it also sounds like Blackbird. Right, in the key, this is a weird key, B flat, but again, B flat concert pitch, but that's because of the capo. I'm really just thinking about G to C, even though the actual pitches are B flat to E flat.
I wish I was homebound.
So good.
Home, where my thoughts escaping, home, where my music's playing, a home, where my love lies waiting silently for me. Silently for me.
Goes back to the bass line. And then he brings it back home with the silently for me. How he started off, and then he hits the G, does the lick that he played at the top just sort of freely, and then strums a G chord. So it actually starts and ends the same way, which is another brilliant songwriting move that just kind of wraps up the song and also refreshes your memory. You're like, oh, I've heard that before, and then you end. It's incredible. Let's see what people are saying. Never seen anyone with such simultaneous ability to sing and play. I'm an old man now, and I really have no home to go back to. This song gets to me every time. This is surely one of the most beautiful versions of it. Thank you, Paul, for this treasure. Absolutely love that video. He's so calm and relaxed, and plays the guitar and sings so naturally as if he was just breathing or eating. So this type of guitar style, just simple picking and simple bass lines and varying it the way that he does. Notice he's strumming, sometimes he's picking, sometimes. All of that is a great way to accompany yourself and almost sound like a full band with just one guitar. So give it a try, and if you'd like to be able to quickly and easily recognize the notes and chords in all your favorite songs by ear, like what I'm doing, just hearing the notes and chords and then jumping in and figuring out what it is, then go to johnmclennan.com/goldenear and get your hands on my free ear training cheat sheet. As always, thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, you might like this one next.